Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Insigma Theory, bringing to you another match from tonight's Diamond League King of the Hill here at rCraftGaming.com. Whew! That's awesome. Third week doing this. I'm having a blast. You guys are just absolutely fantastic. Once again, big shout out to Twister, Infested Mr. T, Shotgun D, and Celestia, and the rest of you guys. You guys are just absolutely awesome. Having a great time doing this, so you guys rock. And if anybody here wants to show their appreciation, hop on Twitter, hashtag rCraftGaming, tweet at rCraftGaming, do something, show us your love. Make them know that you love them as much as I do, because these guys are absolutely awesome. So without any further ado, let's get started into the games. For today, we have our current King of the Hill here in the left side of MLG Metalopolis, MadDetergent, spawning as the pink Zerg, over there in the 9 o'clock position. 6 o'clock position on the bottom side, ToXLonely, spawning as the light blue Zerg. Here we are. So, once again, yep, there are 51% of our current roster of players that registered are Zerg. But you can upset that balance. Currently, we are still taking more players, so go to rCraftGaming.com. On the right side, there is a link that says sign up for the King of the Hill. You can still sign your name. Get your chance at getting into the game. Keep in mind, these players are not fighting for fame, as you would call it, or fortune. Nobody wants those silly things. We don't give those here. But what we do give are medals. On the Reddit, StarCraft subreddit, if you win 7 games in a row, we will give you a blue star next to your name. So every time you post, people might respect you to some degree. But if you win 10 games in a row, that's right, 10 instead of 7, we'll give you a red medal instead. And it's absolutely beautiful. It just hangs there next to your name. People get all excited. They're like, "Oh my god, this guy with the red medal. He knows what he's talking about." Maybe. It's not the only medals we give out. Here on rCraftGaming.com, on Saturdays, we have the rCraft Open. First, second, and third place, I believe, get medals next to their names as well, between a bronze, a silver, and a gold. So there's that. ToXLonely here. Both players actually opened up straight into a spawning pool, getting a gas right afterwards, pulling units out of gas just to get speed up. However, ToXLonely is actually getting up his natural expansion. Engagement happening here in the middle of the map. Unit counting station, 10 Zerglings for MadDetergent, 8 Zerglings for ToXLonely. Toxes are actually all almost in the red. Couple Zerglings from the back. Nice engagement happening here. MadDetergent getting a good surround. Tox taking quite a bit of damage. 14 Lings out from MadDetergent. 11 Lings from ToXLonely. Speed is just finished for Tox, though. Getting a good surround on top of MadDetergent's Zerglings, but MadDetergent had just enough to hold that off. Did a nice little micro there. And there we go. Looks like a nice counterattack tried to happen here. Both players kind of canceling each other out just a little bit. Zerglings are in the main base, but ToXLonely did get a couple out. Drones are being picked off. Second queen is fallen. First queen is stuck in a mineral patch. And this is actually a nightmare to watch. No workers were killed during that engagement, but quite a few Zerglings have been. More Zerglings popping out here for Tox. MadDetergent just now finally got up his expansion. 18 Lings out on the field for MadDetergent. 14 Lings out for Tox. And apparently there's a Zergling somewhere in here doing damage. And I actually can't find it. I don't know where it's at. I can hear it. Is anyone else seeing something I'm not? Anyways. Alright, here we go. Another encounter happening. This is exactly what Tox wants to do, right on the ramp. He doesn't have enough Zerglings. Nice concave by MadDetergent. But Tox looks like he's going to come out on top of it. Keep that alive. Where is... What is going... Oh! Oh! There it is! This drone is happily... killing a hatchery. Not that I want something to happen, but I'm not gonna lie. If this drone takes out his own hatchery, I'm gonna laugh a little bit. But it can happen to anyone. Heck, even MMA killed his own command center. And then Idra GG'd. That was quite a fun series to watch. So, can happen to anybody. It's kind of fun. There we go. MadDetergent pushing out across the map. Has a couple of Zerglings trying to get a nice run up. ToXLonely gonna deny that. And there we go. Tox figured it out. Pulled the drone off. It's now back to mining. There we go. Now, this hatchery did take quite a lot of damage, though. I mean, it's down in the yellow now. I don't know how much of that was the drone and how much was Zerglings and the drone, but I mean, let's just act like that Zergling did 400 damage. Alright, ToXLonely now. Has some Zerglings and Banelings here at this natural. MadDetergent, as opposed to MadDetergent. Getting out layer tech. Does not have a Baneling's nest out. Up against ToXLonely, that does have Banelings. However, Tox does not have a layer, so he can't get centrifugal hooks. So he's going to want to engage on creep. However, MadDetergent does have a roach warren. 7 roaches are on the way. Layer tech is about halfway done. Looks like Tox pushing out with a Zergling, trying to scout things out. Push the front. Does make it halfway up the ramp, but does see all of the roaches. Throwing down a couple of spine crawlers here at the natural. Roach warren is on the way. Layer tech is about halfway done. Let's take a look at the income count. 41 drones on the field for MadDetergent. 36 for ToXLonely. MadDetergent sitting at 84 supply, but Tox only at 55. That puts a huge army supply lead in for Detergent. Overseer being morphed in. Outside this natural. 94 supply for Detergent. 60 for Lonely. He's actually supply locked right now. Supply locked quite a bit. Does have 2 evolution chambers out. +1 range and +1 defense on the way. 3 spine crawlers right behind it. It's a very nice wall in, by the way. I actually really like that. Overseer in here, trying to scout things out. A Nidus network, actually. There we go, Nidus worm detected. MadDetergent having a Nidus in the main here. Zergling's actually target firing the Nidus, but a lot of roaches make it out, and it actually defends. And Tox now has an entire army inside of his base. Banelings actually go off, take out all of the Zerglings, but there's a ton of roaches left right now. Spinecrawler rooting down inside the main base, inside the mineral line. But Mad is just pushing right into it. Tox doing the right thing, not engaging directly, taking out that Spinecrawler, or that Nidus network. Gonna pull some of those units back. Zerglings get a good surround on the roaches, but the roaches are just absolutely terrifying. That layer goes down, and right now Tox is in an extremely bad position, ladies and gentlemen. MadDetergent has successfully Nidus wormed his way into his opponent's main. He's double his opponent's supply. Tox trying to do anything to keep himself back into this game. He's going to put up a bunch of spine crawlers. Another Nidus Worm coming down inside this main base. Spawning pool getting targeted down. Roach Warren is gone. Bailey's Nest about to be targeted down. Second Roach Warren coming in. Spine crawlers already working away at some of the roaches. And this is just a really bad position for ToXLonely. I would not be very happy right now. He's got 34 drones on this one base. He's actually taking this expansion right here. He's checking his main at the point. He's going to send it out. He's going to see that there's actually no units right now. He could actually just pick off this Nidus Worm, but there we go. MadDetergent unloading a couple of roaches. Going to help deny this as long as possible. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible for Tox to get back into the game, but what I am saying is that right now he's sitting on one base, taking another second, whereas MadDetergent has already got his third on the way, and still has his main and his natural, as well as a ton of roaches. I mean, MadDetergent at 121 supply versus Tox at 50. Now, Mad has actually burrowed a couple of roaches here to help just kind of get rid of this expansion or this main base as long as possible. It's like Tox is going to clear that up. Get his hatchery back, but MadDetergent is just absolutely terrifying right now. He's just getting ready for another push. He's got pathogen glands on the way. 4 infestors, halfway done. Hive Tech is about halfway done as well. And there we go. ToXLonely finally just now putting down another main and his natural. He does have a lot of spine crawlers, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Overlord here is going to spot this third base, and that's going to give him some form of a Q. Now, once again, he can still get himself back into the game, but it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot. In fact, it's actually going to come down to whether or not MadDetergent makes a major mistake at this point. And this is exactly what MadDetergent should be doing. In fact, I would even consider taking another base, but going overboard and taking 2 or 3 to try to just absolutely blow your opponent out of the water in an economy game, that might be a bit of an issue because Tox is getting himself back together. He does have drones to get himself worked back up. There he goes, transferring a bunch of drones there back to his main base. Third base, just now about to finish. He's making 8 drones at the moment. Layer Tech is just about to finish again. MadDetergent has not pushed out. It looks like he's actually waiting for 200 supply. And, oh, look, there we go. Finally going to push out. Has a ton of infestors. And I think this is going to be the push that ToXLonely cannot hold. In fact, he's actually kind of positioning his spine crawlers in a way that he probably shouldn't. It would actually be better for him to try to get the spine crawlers over here. In that direction. We got MadDetergent pushing forward. ToXLonely holding his roaches behind if he can bait the fungals, but there we go. Nice fungals going down on top of it. Spine crawlers already getting picked off. MadDetergent just absolutely barreling down the front here. Has a ton of units. ToXLonely losing all of his roaches right now. Here we go. Infested Terrans getting thrown down inside that natural expansion. ToXLonely pulling all the drones. Has a couple of roaches, and it looks like those roaches do get picked off. And there's the GG. MadDetergent is going to win another round. Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen. MadDetergent won his second game in a row. Going on to game number 3 against a Zerg named Dirk. Don't miss that game. We'll be right back with some more games just ahead.